I am not in Scotland. I'm in gray Portland, Oregon, in my backyard, and it's Civil Disobedience Saturday. I wanted to talk specifically about what happened last night at the ICE building because it's a perfect example of how civil disobedience can work. There has been ongoing protests down there for over a month in front of the ICE building. Last night it was particularly heated. There was, I guess, I would say about maybe 75 protesters, and there was some tension moments. The ICE guys would come out with their guns and then go back in, and everybody would have a stare down. But at one point, ICE officers ran out, and then they all zoomed out and detained a protester who they wanted for some reason. We don't know. I'll try to find out. But the tactic is the more pressure that's put on the ICE building, the more that they have to keep those 40 officers in that building, the less uh, abductions are happening, the less people are being grabbed to be deported in Portland and in the surrounding areas. That they're preventing people from ending up in ICE detention by keeping the ICE officers focused on the protesters. And somebody argued that even if they're not going to stop all the deportations in the Portland area, but if they can prevent one person from being disappeared, taken away from their family, then all this effort will have been worth it. So that's the tactic. They know what they're doing. The idea is to keep the ICE officers down there. Also, apparently, because of the protest, there have been more uh, meetings where people go in to have their immigration updated or checked that are being done online. They're being done on Zoom because of the chaos at the ICE building, that they can't have these immigration hearings at the ICE building. So that means that those people who have hearings are safe because they're doing it from the safety of their home instead of coming in and then being grabbed while they're at their immigration hearing. So there's a method to this madness. It seems like chaos. It seems like it's just a bunch of kids screaming rude things at federal officers, and it is that, but it's also intended to keep them bottlenecked in the ICE headquarters. And as someone said, if this was happening in other cities, if this was happening everywhere there was an ICE office, there would be a lot less deportations. That if they could do this in other cities, they would stop ICE officers from actually doing their job because they're dealing with protesters. Civil disobedience in action. Welcome to the resistance.